Hi guys, welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. We do everything City, past and present here on these little vlogs, so I do try and inform and entertain, and there's some links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter where I do post loads of City stuff. So if you follow a friend me on there, I do check every few days and follow and friend everyone back. And if you do get a chance, please have a check out my film and TV channel as well, which I try and inform and entertain on there, and all the latest films and TV drama here in the UK and from around the world. So if you can check that out, that will be fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's feature. Welcome to a new season of the Match Day Programme Watch. Of course, where we have a look at the season's programmes from all ourselves and our competitors. Obviously, with our last year we didn't do ourselves because we had digital ones, but there may be the odd little Match Day Programme Watch looking through our programmes this year. That'll be nice, won't it? City's own programmes. And let's see if they've improved any from what we've had, obviously, up to the COVID pandemic. But today, our first one, yeah, it's not a league one we're looking at. Obviously, we've got the curtain raiser, haven't we? We've got this little beauty there, copy there, the Community Shield. So we're going to have a look through this today, have a quick look. We're not going to rate this one like we'll rate, obviously, other clubs' ones and our own as we go through this season 2021-22. And, yeah, we won't rate this. We'll just have a quick look through it. So that's what we're going to do today with this Community Shield. Leicester City versus Manchester City, supported by McDonald's. So there's a few ads in it. I mean, it's 68 pages, but there's only 8 pages of actual promotions, mainly for McDonald's. I think there's a couple for the FA as well. So that's not bad at all. So you get 60 pages of content, but let's have a quick flick through first, don't we, just to get a feel for it. I mean, it's binded again, there's no staples, it's a binded thing, which makes it a bit of a, obviously when I'm doing the photographs for this thing and stuff, it's hard to get it flat so you can get a decent photograph, a straight photograph. But they're not made for that, are they? They're made just for reading, and I've sort of battered it a little bit and opened it up a little bit, and it's sort of stuck together quite well, so it's not falling apart, so that's a good thing. A quick flick through, very basic format. I actually had a look at the Liverpool one from a couple of years ago. 2019 was it, the Community Shield? It's exactly similar, exactly the same format and layout, etc. as that one. So, but as I say, the looks are flicked through, there looks plenty in it, and it's sort of more or less splits. Obviously, Leicester and City 50. First bit of it is Leicester, plus a couple of extra bits of neutral stuff, and then the last bit of it is City. So yeah, it's nice even split of the programme. £5, which you can't complain at £5, can you? We pay about 10 quid for the FA Cup and the League Cup ones, etc. But yeah, it's not too bad at £5. So just having a flick through it. Obviously, the first page you get a welcome to the clubs, etc., etc. Then you get up front, it's just general information about the FA and who's in charge of the game, grassroots investment, young lions in good hands, all the good stuff. And then it gets into the team. So the first thing you see is Brendan Rodgers. Obviously, does his little piece about what's going on and all this sort of thing. Believes anything is possible, Brendan, this season, thanks to Leicester City's new training complex. Yeah, they've got a new training complex, so they'll go from strength to strength. I think they might struggle to finish top 4 again. I'm doing this after the Community Shield, of course, and my views on that haven't changed after, even though they did beat us. I still think they'll struggle for top 4. But anyway, Brendan Rodgers is quite enthusiastic there. Then you have a piece on Mr. Fox. Yeah, local lad Luke Thomas is living the dream, playing for his boyhood club, and now wants to help take the Foxes to the next level. It's great, isn't it? I mean, it is really good when you get the young lads who obviously like our own, when they come through and play. We had 4 or 5 on the pitch, didn't we, at various times in the Community Shield. But yeah, it's nice to have a little piece on some of the local lads, rather than the big names, which they sometimes have, don't they? He says to play against the best is always important because you can learn from them. It's a good test. Yeah, I mean, all the old sound bites that you'd expect. Then you get the pen pictures, which is about 1, 2, 4, 5 pages of pen pictures, so all the players, and just a brief thing about them. I like that. I like the layout. I like the design of that. That's nice and neat to say. Nothing special, quite basic this. They've not gone to any great shakes. And then you get a look at the footballs. Yeah, the footballs that the FA are using, and obviously they have different balls for training and stuff like that. So that's quite interesting. I thought it was an advert at first, but obviously the Delta range is built for control, accuracy and maximum power. The Ultimax range is built for optimum control and accuracy. And the Impel range is built for optimum control. I mean, at the end of the day. I thought we just had one ball. Why have we got different types of balls for different types of things? I'm totally confused by that. And one of my best things, and it is a good thing. I do like this. It shows the road to the Emirates FA Cup as far as Leicester concerned. Obviously, it'll show the road to our league title in ours. But yeah, it's like an animated, like a comic book sort of theme. I mean, the only quibble I've got is it's mainly images of players and stuff. I'd like to see a bit more action in it, but it is a nice idea, and I do like that, and you have had it before. I do like this comic book style, but yeah, a little bit more action, perhaps of the goals, etc. But it's okay, it's all right. I shouldn't really quibble about it, but there you go. Then we have an ex-City player. Well, all right, Schmeichel, a great day, and a little piece on him. A key component of Leicester City's success in the past 10 years. His contribution cannot be underestimated. That's absolutely true. And we got a couple of new signings for Leicester, haven't we? So they make an introduction of them here. We got Patson Daka, an already dynamic strike force, has just been boosted further with the arrival of Zambian. These clubs buy strikers. Do we ever buy a striker? I'm not too sure. I've lost the will to live as far as buying strikers is concerned. So you have a piece on Daka. Then you got another new boy. You got Boubacar Souma. Yeah, so another guy that they've took on, obviously, and a little bit of information on him. And Strike Force, and obviously another City player. I mean, it's all Man City players, isn't it? Of course, we've got Kelechi Iheanacho answering some very interesting questions. Are the players looking forward to the prospects of having a full capacity King Power Stadium? Yeah, we're really happy. It would be great to have the fans back in full capacity. We can't wait. So, not overly insightful questions, but it's all right. And then a nice little piece. Obviously, the FA has a new charity partnership this season with the Alzheimer's Society. So they talked to a fan, Tommy Dunn, who lives with dementia, to explain what football means to him. It's quite sad. You read the article, and obviously diagnosed with dementia, and obviously he's sort of making the most of what he can while he can, sort of thing. But it's a nice little piece there. And of course, they were on the pitch, weren't they, before the game? They were introduced, I think it was before the game, yeah, I don't think it was half time, introducing these the winners of the F8 and McDonald's Grassroots Awards for 2021. So various guys, obviously the Grassroots of football, and trophies for contributions, coaches, and we got coaches, Club of the Year, Volunteer of the Year, Rising Star of the Year, McDonald's Restaurant of the Year. I don't know, that's got to do with football. There you go. Ground Teams of the Year, all the stuff with the grassroots rather than the big boys. So, and they got little awards on the pitch, which was nice to see during the game. And you get a little advert for McDonald's, and then you get your City stuff, and we start. That's a great image. I think the training image there. Obviously, you get Pep into introducing the City bit. Manchester City come to the FA Community Shield on the back of a third Premier League title in 4 years. Let's hope it's 4 in 5, but it takes some doing. But the boss Pep Guardiola, the hard work never stops. Well, it certainly doesn't. We've still got other big years to win as well, haven't we? A little piece on wingman. So they, as a Leicester, if it was a Leicester fan, I'd say, they've got an ex-Leicester player in the feature. But there you go. Obviously, he's not that much. He got booed by the Leicester fans, didn't he? Didn't he help him? I think without him, they might have struggled to win that league. But hey, there you go. Fickle fans, aren't they? The manager is very demanding, said Mahrez. He's very into little details and he pushes you until the end. You have to stay strong mentally. There's some little images and free kicks, etc. there. Oh, Mr. Mahrez. And then it goes on to our little squad pictures. So again, similar to the Leicester thing. Obviously 5 pages again, I think, with the guys. A nice little logo there. Quite good with the badge in the background. I like that. 5 pages again, and obviously a little shadowy Phil Foden there. I like that. I like that little shadowy figure of Phil Foden in the background. And then our little animation, our little cartoon, Road to the Premier League title 2021. So it looks at some of the key games when we weren't doing so well. Obviously losing to Wolves and drawing at Leeds United, and then obviously when it all turned around and things started to go really well, and Sergio's fantastic. Obviously strike there when he came back and all that sort of thing. But as I said, again, similar thing. I like it, but obviously it could have been a little bit better. But I like the idea. I like the comic book element to it with that. And of course, obviously we had the young Leicester player, didn't we? And of course, that piece on Phil Foden, of course, written by Jim Cassell, obviously the former Youth Academy director. So a little piece on Phil Foden. So that's nice to see. And this is nice. Well, International Bright Young thing. So it's a little piece, fresh from lifting 2 trophies in the domestic campaign. 15 City stars came close to further success during the summer. Here's how City's finest fared across the globe. So obviously they're looking at the Copa America and the Euros, etc. Sadly, we didn't have any winners, did we? Yeah, that's the only problem. Even Aguero doesn't count, does he? He wasn't actually a City player in Argentina's win. So obviously all the guys. So we got near, but not near enough, unfortunately. So that's a nice little article, though. I quite like that. That was interesting. And then just to round it off, I like my history, don't I? And I've not heard these guys mentioned for a long time. It's just sort of couple I mentioned myself many times over the years. And of course, we're talking Ann Packer and Robbie Brightwell. Yeah, you remember that old David and Ian Brightwell's mum and dad? They used to get a lot of press, but it's nice to see, obviously, with the Olympics around, they've done a little special track and field, obviously, on the guys, and obviously the sons who at stage, obviously Ian more perhaps than David played for City. Obviously David played a few games for City as well, didn't he? But obviously Ian was probably a little bit more famous, and it doesn't stop there. So it's not too bad on City, this, is it? They've also got a little thing on question and answer, like they did with Ian Atcho from Benjamin Mendy. So there you go. What sort of things are they asking Benjamin? This is a big match against strong opposition. How are you going to deal with Leicester's threat? To keep the same target, the same process, the way we play, to keep the ball, to enjoy the game with the ball. If I'm well, we'll try to win, to have mentality to win the game. Yeah, so far-reaching questions as usual, as he expects. I'd rather him ask what his favourite make of tea was, to be honest with you, or what does he like for breakfast, or as a treat, not the boring stuff that he has to eat as a footballer. But yeah, I mean, some of these, they're so bland, the questions. So there's 3 pages like there was for Ian Atcho, and obviously there's squads on the back there, so it's okay. If I was going to mark it, it wouldn't obviously rate that highly, but hey, it's not too bad. There's a lot of information. If you're interested, obviously read on some on Leicester's new signings, etc. It's not a bad little thing, but nicely put together. Very simple design throughout. Yeah, it is what it is. I sort of flicked through it on the way back from Wembley. I was on a coach, so I had time to have a read, and I was probably took about 20 minutes, half an hour flicking through what I want to read. That will now be filed away, and any information I'll catalogue stuff that I might use for future reference, interviews, etc. that may come into it. But as I said, those delving questions didn't inspire me that much. But yeah, so for a 5, it's a memento, isn't it? If you like me and you like collecting your programs, it is what it is. So there you go. So if you're watching this little thing, I do have a spare one. I do have one over. Please, if you're watching this and you've stuck till the end with me, so you won't know otherwise unless you've stuck to the end, just leave us a comment underneath, and chance to, if you haven't got a copy, yourself, say you don't live in Manchester, or you don't live in the UK, or you just couldn't get down to the game, I've got a spare copy. So there's a spare copy up for grabs, but this is for you guys who stuck with me and listened to the end. So obviously let's see if you comment. Just give us a comment, and let's see. You might comment and not stuck to the end, but tell you what, let's have a password. Just say program. Put program as your comment. You can just put program. You don't have to say anything. Just write program as a comment, and I will consider. And then I'll get back on to you. If there's more than one, then obviously I'll do a little dip out of a hat. But just write program in the comments, or write your comment and put the word program in it, and you'll be put into the little draw to win this. As I said, if you've already got one, don't do it. But if you want a copy of this program, do that. There you go. So you've had to listen to the end. I'm not going to warn anyone. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to put anything on the thumbnail or anything like that. So thanks for sticking with me anyway. And we will start. Obviously, we've got obviously with home and away games featured this season. Sometimes if I can't get to an away game, which will be a lot of them, I just don't have enough points. Obviously sometimes I might be doing a home game before an away games come, but I will obviously endeavour to go on the internet and get a copy of every away game. So I'm thinking, as I'm doing this, obviously I'm looking to order the Tottenham one now. Obviously I won't be able to get a ticket for that. They've all sold out before I had a chance, so I will get the Tottenham one, and I'm fairly sure I'll have that before the Norwich game anyway, which is is the first City game. It'll be quite interesting, won't it, to have a flick through our very first one and see what sort of quality we're talking about this season. But thanks for joining me anyway. Let me know any comments you've got to make, and that'll be fantastic. You can get these pretty much available. Don't pay silly money for them. If you pay more than £7 or £8, that's a bit too much for me. But if you pay up to say £8, that's fine. Don't pay any more of that on the internet, and just hang on. You might be able to get one later on. You know, when things have died down a bit cheaper. That seems quite expensive to me. Anyway, whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More important, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps have a flick across. Yeah, have a look at my film and TV channel if you get a chance. That's great. And help me out with likes on there. I don't seem to get many likes on there as I do with my football one. So if you go on, click on something and give us a like, give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. So just do that. So until we meet again, please, I only ever ask you one thing. If you don't, please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.